Hello there, astrology friends. So, welcome. This video is about the new moon in Sagittarius, which will gonna happen on the 1st of December 2024 at exactly 2:21 p.m. Manila time. Okay, so this new moon in Sagittarius will gonna happen alongside with the Mercury retrograde also in Sagittarius. All right, so let's start. This new moon is right on the star Antares. Antares is a most powerful and militant star. Collectively, we can see such new developments, while personally, it is a good time for new beginnings of any sort, which require great strength, willpower, focus, physical power, strategic thinking, freshness, and courage. So it is a warrior new moon helped by a trine from Mars, but the initial impetus can meet resistance or slowing down later because the next aspect of new moon makes is a square to Saturn. So we still have to exercise caution, patience, and follow the rules to make it through the obstacle. But the potential of the new development and beginning started now are massive because of the power of the star Antares. So there are possibilities of hostilities, attacks, and jealousy. That is, of course, the darker side of the Antares. All right, so let's proceed with the reading for the 12 signs. By the way, let me remind you that this new moon, the energy of a new moon is very potent. So you may feel this energy 2 days before and after. So actually, the portal for the new moon is open 2 days before and after. So try to, during this of next 5 days, try to do those practices. And of course, the peak is on the 1st of December. All right. All right. For Aries rising, the new moon will gonna be on your ninth house of study, divination, spirituality, publishing, higher education, worldview, broadcast, journey. It is also called as a place of God. All right, so for most of you, this is a really potent if you focus on travel. Okay, so if you are planning for that certain travel before, consider taking that trip or travel that you have planning for a while now, especially if that has something to do with your spirituality or growth or higher education, even. So, you may want to set your intention during this period about learning new things, explore and understand different cultures, though it may gonna require you to get outside of your usual hangout. So for Taurus, it will gonna be on your eighth house of taxes, loan debts, therapy, resentments, partner's money, trauma, inheritance, baggage, intimacy as well. So for you guys, you could probably start exploring to know or how you be able to handle your finances with your partner, your investments, and you may start to look at your shared resources. During this time, it could be that you will gonna be deepen your intimate bond that could somehow potentially transform you. All right, so the intention need to be set during this time is about your intimacy and wisdom when it comes to your finances. There might be a talk with your partner regarding your shared assets. It is not bad necessarily, but it may require some kind of transparency and negotiations. So for Gemini, my dear Gemini, this Inhuman will gonna be on your seventh house of clients, one-on-one partnership, specifically other people, your relationship. All right, so this new moon is a very colorful time for Sagittarius and Gemini, actually. So this is the time that you may need to reevaluate on how you value your relationship. The new moon is about focusing our attention with other people, even if you are not in a relationship. It just simply means that it is with other people that you are closest to. For single, you might meet new people through travel or education, but my suggestion here is to be open to meet different type of people or take your existing partnership into a new level. Focus on promoting equality and mutual growth in your relationship. For some of you, my dear Gemini, you might be reconnecting with an old flame. So you might be learning a new way to communicate or of communication with your partners that is kind of more kind and attentive. So this new moon is squaring the Saturn on the 10th house, where you and your partner might be talking about your long-term plan when it comes to your career that will gonna somehow affect your relationship. So there might be some kind of a delays here considering it is a Mercury retrograde, but the key here is to learn to be patient, to be mindful, and try to give other people a little bit of time if needed. So for Cancer people, new moon will gonna be on your sixth house of lifestyle, workplace, service, the work, the illness, the injury, labor, enemies, and physical pain. So typically, the sixth house is all about what they call it bad fortune. All right. So for Cancer, this is during this time you might be seeking to expand your horizon regarding a work related travel or new employment that will gonna give you more opportunities to learn or to teach. All right, so you could be spending time exploring and learning about health. How do you go about your daily routine or how you tend to your health right now? Since it is a Mercury retrograde, you might be introducing a new variety or ways on how you practice your healthcare. My suggestion here is to approach work and health with more holistic and adventure that you might want to adopt in the next 6 months. And of course, your intention should be improving work efficiency and health, embracing new routines. We're gonna be great. So with Mercury squaring Saturn on the ninth house, it is likely that you are gonna have to learn how to have that kind of balance in your life, like how to do meditation or potentially meet new teachers or gurus, somebody that could teach you about work and health related new skills. For Leo, it will gonna be on your fifth house, the house of sex, art, pleasure, creativity, entertainment, and children. All right, so for you guys, um, you will gonna have a new beautiful moon. All right, so a beautiful new moon that is trining your sun or moon, especially if you guys have the first 10 degrees. All right, so during this time, your focus might be associated with your creativity, the romantic fun, or simply taking chances. So this is quite a cool new moon for you guys if you want more creativity and romance and other fun things in your life. So consider this a great time to plant seeds when it comes to creative projects, dating, having some kind of adventures, or taking chance of falling in love again. All right, so it may include things about your children, as children is one of the big theme in the fifth house. So you may be starting a new hobby, probably dating someone from other culture or background. Know that the Mercury is in retrograde here, so loved ones from the past can come back, or you can be making a commitment to come back to an old hobby or hobbies or thing that you have worked for in the past. For many of you, a new romantic connection or a creative project will happen. So the main intention here is that may want to have during this new moon is to have joy and love and creativity, or just simply bring fun into your life, as this new moon is training Mars on your first house, where some there is a sense of wanting to go after things that are fun. So Leo, it is all good for you guys. All right, for Virgo, this new moon will gonna be on your fourth house of home, family, land, roots, ancestors, heritage, your father, your upbringing. So during this time, it is considered a colorful time for Virgos as well. You might be experiencing changes on your internal self that kind of make an impact with your roots, your home, your family. So this is the time where you might feel an urge to really explore your roots and make changes in your living environment. So you may be needing some space or freedom during this time. So you will gonna probably looking at properties that are selling to become your new home, or just simply bring more space in your current home. You might be welcoming a new roommate or could be renovating, all right? But remember that Mercury is in retrograde, so it is important to consider if these things are the things that you want to do. So plan right, strategize well, so you will not gonna regret things after the Mercury goes direct. Okay, for some of you guys, you may be starting a new chapter in your home life. Your intention here is aiming towards creating a home that will create a home feel like environment. Note that this is squaring Saturn on the seventh house, so you might be talking about changes in your living situations with your partner that will gonna impact your relationship. All right, for some of you, it is about moving or separating, so it depends on your circumstances. It is also opposing Jupiter on the 10th house. So simultaneously, this home thing will happen while, let's say, you got a new job offer that will gonna require you to relocate somewhere else. So the intention here is to focus on the kind of having a home that you are hoping to have or wanting to create a better family or a better relationship. For Libra, this will gonna be on the house of the goddess, the third house. All right, so this is all about technical skills, your siblings, the communication, about writing, your neighborhood, um, about witchcrafting. Hey, fun. All right, so for Libra people, during this time, you might be busy with new ideas or probably planning a short distance trip. All right, so communication can be more direct. Since it's Mercury in is in retrograde, there might be some things that is making you want to change on ways on how you communicate or connect with other people. So there might be some kind of a blind spots here when it comes to traveling. So be mindful. All right, so third house is all about communication, and even though Mercury is in retrograde, I feel like Libra people will gonna benefit from this. So write down your thoughts and go back to your thoughts or notes and update them. All right, for some of you, you may be starting a new blog or probably a podcast, having something to do with communication. All right, so if you have a one before that, you might be considering reworking on it, or a certain website or of yours. So this is a really good time for you Libra people to work on your communication. All right, for some of you, you will gonna learn new things on how to communicate. So the intention here is to improve your communication skills, learning something new. So you could be going back to doing some kind of meditation or reflecting on your spirituality. It could mean that you may be reviewing some old journals of yours if you have, and you might feel like wanting to go back over projects or notes that you have written previously that you weren't able to complete during that time. So during this time, Moon will gonna be squaring Saturn on your sixth house. So there might be some kind of issues when it comes to your health, your pet, your schedule, delays. Probably you know this before. So reevaluate and rethink your plan this time. All right. So for Scorpio, this will gonna be on your second house, which they call as the exit gate of Aries. It's all about money, purchases, your income, your resources. All right. So this will definitely set a good intention about your finances, your values, your possession during this new month. So seek new ways to increase your income. Since it is a Mercury retrograde, you might want to reevaluate your values in regards to money or possession. So everything's going to be in a different perspective now. You could be thinking on ways how to cut back expenses. For some of you, you could be looking at some investments or opportunities that will gonna expand your finances, but do it with caution as you've got your eighth house ruler, which means something is changing with other people's money, like interest will be fluctuating, bank loans, or anything that you know when money is meant to come back to you. All right, so you are gonna realize during this time that there will gonna be a lot of give and take here. Okay, so more of a give and take situation. So you will also going to see a potential growth that you might be interested in investing money, so you can be able to pay debts during this time or for the next 6 months. So it is about appreciating and aligning your values with your resources. All right, another thing to look out for during this time for you, Scorpio, is your fifth house, as the moon is squaring with Saturn in there. So, meaning your resources will gonna be impacted if you don't feel good enough. So, if you don't know your worth, if you don't know what to charge or what prices to put in on your services, so make sure that you are not selling yourself short. There might be changes when it comes to expenses involving children, so being mindful on how you spend your money, and there might be more money going out than coming in. Hello, Sagittarius people, Sagis. All right, so this will gonna be on your first house. It's all about your vibe, your body, your appearance, your identity. All right, so definitely there's a lot of new and improved thing that is coming your way, Sagittarius. So during this time, you will gonna have the opportunity to feel inspired and explore new aspects of your personal identity. So, this could be by learning something new to expand your personal horizon, could be through traveling as well. My suggestion here for you, Sagittarius, is for you to embrace new experiences that can shape who you are and be more open to change or changes in how you present yourself. So, this is a time for personal reinvention or new outlook in life. So, set intentions or goals involving around your personal growth, self discovery, and authenticity. It may be a bit confusing as Mercury is in retrograde in your first house as well, so people around you might be saying that you should do this, you should do that, and it will kind of feel frustrating that why aren't you communicating with other people well. So you're gonna figure out what is wrong in the process. So this time can be a turning point for you as well with when it comes to love relationship where you will gonna realize that there might be some kind of issue or a problem here when it comes to the relationship. And it's important to remember that it's not you, it's just about the communication. It's about you not communicating well your partner. So you may probably want to take a look at this. All right. So not to mention that Mercury is squaring Saturn on your fifth house. So there could be some kind of heavy stuff going on with your home, with your family, with your private life. So reevaluate how you connect better with people, with others, and make necessary changes that you need in order to establish a better relationship with others. So focus on the positive thing, focus on the positive that doing changes is going to better your relationship with other people. So for you Capricorn, this new moon will gonna be on your 12th house. Alright, so it talks about the mental health, hidden enemies, your reality, the imprisonment retreat, um, constructs. So 12th house, they call it as a bad spirit house, but it's not really that bad if you need how to take caution about it. So this is a house of ending and beginning, or ending and completion rather. So it is a great time for new inner exploration, possibly through meditation or some kind of spiritual practices. So do some rituals or practice that might help you kind of complete something or allow something to naturally come to an end. All right, so do not resist the change if you feel like this is really happening. So I highly encourage you guys to engage in some practices that will gonna connect you to your subconscious or your spiritual self. All right, there might be some kind of hidden aspects of your life that will gonna come to light because 12 house is all about luminality as well. So over the next couple of months, that you may gonna find out, all right, something in your life that may gonna help you to find closures from past issues. So your intention here, my dear Capricorn, is to focus on releasing old patterns and develop stronger spiritual growth and understanding your subconscious. So during this new moon, its ruler is on the sixth house. So you might realize or recognize something about your health, your habits about your health, your work, your daily routines that might affect your mental health, your sleep patterns, and your stress level. All right, for some of you guys, you might actually feel that you may need to get into a spiritual or a religious routine. I feel like you need to go back to a certain place or travel or visit a place that you haven't been in a while, that you may need to go back to specialist or some kind of healing. So during this time, my dear Capis, all right, be mindful as Saturn wants you to have a better frame of mind and learn how to communicate better so you can express yourself better, express your thoughts, express your ideas better. So for Aquarius people, this will gonna be on your 11th house. Friends, your network, your audience, your community, all right, your aspiration, your people. So during this new moon, setting the intention for a new group of friends, new social circles is that is kind of aligned with your aspiration or ideas. So there might be opportunities for you to attend events or gatherings or be in a certain network where you can meet new people or do new things So I suggest you guys to be open, like joining clubs or networks that is a focus on growth, on learning, on some humanitarian activities as well. For some of you Aquarius, you will gonna be reconnecting with some acquaintances that you haven't seen or heard from a while. Okay, they will gonna resurface and will gonna be added back to your social circles. So set intentions revolving expanding your social networks who are going to have a positive influences on you, or your people who can inspire you. So I encourage you to be open um, to people who will gonna offer you some kind of growth, to change, or to people that you will be able to learn something new, something creative. All right, so expand your network. As some of you, it may gonna open new doors to meeting someone if you are single. So probably join a dating site or attending events or fair or gatherings, that or where there will gonna be a lot of people. All right, so you might also be having the opportunity during this time to realize on how you will be able to make more money. For some of you, you can have the feelings of a little tight when it comes to your finances, as it is squaring Saturn on your second house. So, becoming more financially stable is what this new moon is trying to get you into, and connect with other people so that way you can feel abundant, you can feel like you have more resources. Pisces. All right. So this new moon will gonna be on your 10th house of your reputation, your public image, your professional titles, your exposure, visibility, and mother. So Pisces. All right. So this new moon is squaring your sign. So it is a more of like when it comes to your career, you may want to either step up or take a break from it. You have to be mindful here, though, of where you feel like a need to get out of your own. All right. So the important thing here with the new moon is a focus on your career. So your career could take a more adventurous, or you might be seeking a career that is more aligned with your values, that will going to allow you to grow as something that will really excites you. So you might be looking for a career opportunities that might be involved, teaching, publishing, or some kind of international business. So I feel like there will gonna be a shift in your career here, where you are looking for that one that will gonna create or bring you more freedom and growth, where you will be able to shine, or something that will gonna have a great impact in your life. So this might happen between now and the next 6 months. All right. So with the Mercury retrograde, it's like saying there is something here that needed some kind of rearrangement or changes and shifts where you want to work. Okay, my suggestion here is for you guys to be more solid, be more committed if you really want to change the status of your life, whether it will be your career or your home life. So during this time, Pisces, you may need to have a lot of patience, a lot of patience here. But know that this is the time to make those unnecessary changes. So figure out which path you want to go. Keep an open mind, manifest something that you want, and it may come in before the full moon in Sagittarius next year. I think somewhere or sometime in June 2025. Will Jupiter will be in Cancer, and Jupiter is exalted in that sign, so it means that it is really going to be so positive for you, Pisces. So I'm really getting excited for you there. All right. So this concludes our new moon in Sagittarius reading. All right, guys. So don't forget to manifest. If you have watch my or have listened to my podcast about manifesting during the moon phases. Probably it's time for you to listen to it if you haven't listened to it yet. So you will gonna know that it is not only during new moon that you will be able to manifest or do things or do rituals that will gonna benefit you. So there are other phases of moon that new moon the other phases of moon that you can do those things. All right, so I'll just gonna probably leave the link below, or probably post the video somewhere here in the screen, so please do look for it. And also, if you do like this kind of video, please do like and share, subscribe as well, and don't forget to um, click the notification bell button so you are going to be notified whenever I posted a new video about your astrology or horoscope. And also, by the way, before we go, I suggest that you guys do listen or watch your sun, moon, rising signs. All right, so it's not just about rising, not just about your sun and your moon. So watch those big three. Why? I guess um, it's time for you to know that 50% of what is happening in your current life right now is a result of your life from the previous one. That is actually um, connected with your rising sign. So when it comes to your moon sign, which is considered about 25%, is all about karma that is beyond your control. What it means is that those are karmas from your ancestors, from your parents, from the community, from your environment where you are right now. All right, and for the sun, this is a 25% as well, but this is about your free will. Okay, what do you want to do? What do you want to adjust in your life to make it better? So I really, really suggest do watch those three signs of yours. All right, so have a good day, have a good night, everyone, and I hope you enjoy this video. Bye.